Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today is November 20th. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Today's video is going to be on space tourism and how it could end up costing us our atmosphere. So, without further ado, let's dive on in. We have the latest article, and of course, it'll be on the cost of casual space tourism and the toll it will take on our atmosphere. So, from what we can understand, at the moment, companies are trying to make off-world tourism. There we go. We finally got it. Sorry. They're trying to make it an actual thing, and if anyone knows anything about our planet and how much fuel it takes to send one rocket out, you'll know that it's going to be causing some major environmental destruction. A single SpaceX Falcon 9 launch emits as much carbon dioxide as 395 transatlantic flights simultaneously. That's a lot of flights to a lot of locations, and that just burns a hole in the atmosphere. No bueno. SpaceX, Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, and a lot of these other companies are trying to ramp up their space tourism efforts while claiming to be a major force exasperating global climate change. I'm going to go ahead and say this now. A lot of the numbers that are in this article right now, they are not 100% true, correct, anything of that nature. Mostly due to the fact that everything has been wrong. I have researched almost 2 days now on this, and none of the numbers are accurate. Every one of them are different. Every one of them are completely on a different chart. You've got one here, you've got one all the way up here, and it's inaccurate. So I'm going to say it a couple more times throughout the article, but it is completely inaccurate. No one exactly knows how much we're using. Travel companies like Champion Traveler have done some math. Like I said, it's not 100% accurate. This is the clearest I could get. And it doesn't look right. So just one space flight emits around as much CO2 as 73 cars typically do over the course of an entire year. And these are, I'm talking heavily used cars. SpaceX has 24 launches planned just to establish its Starlink satellite network. But between me and you, I'm looking really forward to what they're going to be doing with this. That's a lot of CO2. If you think about it, all of these other space companies that are planning launches for the rest of the year, you add all of that together, and that's a lot of greenhouse gases that's just aimed at the atmosphere. A lot. It's mind-boggling, okay? It's not even... That's not even repairable, to be completely honest with you. These companies are, of course, trying to take as many steps as possible, especially SpaceX. They're the leader in it, and they're trying their best to make sure that they can cut back on emissions. So, their carbon footprints are big, but they're trying to close down the gap to make it as small as they possibly can, while trying to expand our horizons for travel. And most of these numbers are just theoretical anyways. Like I said, they're just theoretical. They are not anywhere close to being accurate. Nowhere near close. But I've done research and checked, and there's a lot of CO2 emissions going into this, but you can't actually check it. And I honestly, from my personal perspective, I can't wait to see what the future beholds for us and space travel alone. I mean, if you look at the Starlink satellite network like you would have seen earlier this week on SpaceX's Twitter, it was a beautiful launch. It was very successful, and I'm looking greatly towards what this is going to behold for us. So, without further ado, that's all the time we have for today. Please remember that, if you will, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Anchor, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Snapchat. And remember, as always, everyone, we are here and we can make a difference. Thank you very much.